Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I got some funny news. Well, we have the new Prime Minister of Great Britain, Lizzzy Truss, Lizzzy. Now, congratulations again. God help you guys. And it seems like she's a gift that keeps on giving. Remember when she went to Moscow and what's his name, Lavrov asked her if she agrees with two towns, I think it was Rostov and Voronezh, if she was okay with those towns being Russian, being part of Russia, and she said we will never agree that to be part of Russia. And Ambassador, hey, those are already Russians. She thought the guy was talking about Luhansk and Donetsk or something like that. So that's how much she knew as a foreign minister. She went to discuss with the Russians without even knowing what the hell she's talking about. Now I heard something else, and this is even worse than that one, because sometimes you don't know, the Russian names could seem the same, similar, and I'm okay with that. But I think we all know who Emmanuel Macron is, right? He is the president of France. Now we know France is friends with Great Britain, right? With England, with all these guys, right? It's on the same coalition of the fantastic, the magnificent. So it seems like Liz Truss is not certain if Macron is a friend or foe, if it's an enemy or a friend. Oh my God! And this guy, maybe you recognize him. If this show, come on, cooperate with me, no? You recognize this guy? His name is Lavrov. So he's just making jokes on Lizzzy. So here we have an article from September 6th, 2022. Russia's Lavrov, Reuters. Russia's Lavrov calls Truss uncompromising, mocks her Macron comment. Okay, let's see. So, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on Tuesday criticized Britain's new Prime Minister Liz Truss for not being willing to compromise and mocked her for saying she did not know if the French president was a friend or an enemy. Did you hear that? So, the Great Britain, nuclear weapons, all that. Now, she was the foreign minister. When you are a foreign minister, you have to have an extended knowledge in geography, geopolitics, cultures, nations, anthropology, many things that involve, right? And when you go to visit a state, go to Bangladesh, you have your team made out of weasels, it seems like, and they come and say, hey, Tardy, this is what it is. You go to Bangladesh. Now, the capital is this. This is the population. This is the proportion, the ethnic proportion. It's their religion. Now, don't say this. Repeat after me. Don't say this. Okay, don't say this. Don't say this. Say this, say this, say this. They teach the Tard. Because the Tard is like, that's the way it is. It doesn't know. I mean, you don't know everything. If you send me to Bangladesh, I don't know much about it. I mean, almost anything. So I need these guys who is their job and paid a lot of money to tell me what I should do and what I should not do. So give me the generic, and then I have to listen and memorize. Now if it's nothing, the lights are on but there's nobody home, that means it's gone. So in this case, this is what they're supposed to tell you about that stuff. So when she went to Russia as a foreign minister, she needs foreign affairs, that's what it is. Foreign affairs. She knows everything. She has to be qualified for that. Well, she is not. Okay? Besides she's below 86 IQ, that's my assessment of her, the way she spoke and the way she acted and behaves and whatever. She's not even pretty. So I don't know how she got that job, to be honest. You know what I mean when I said that she's not even pretty. I mean, I don't think she would be the first option, second, third, 15th option, 50th option. So nevertheless, I know what she does best. Stab people in the back, cut their legs, I don't know, with a saw, and they all fall in front of her. I have no idea, because I'm assuming she's like a weasel, down there, and she sees those guys, and she uses her saw, and the guy falls. Okay, another one, and then when they all fall, then she rises. Obviously, right? That's called the leveling. Pull everything down, therefore you put yourself up without doing anything, but you just pull people down. I don't know. I'm just kidding, obviously, but I haven't seen this woman to have qualities, but she must have some, I would say, defects that now are considered qualities in our societies. Let's put it this way. But go to Macron. Now, I don't think you have to be a educated, informed by your team who the Macron is, right? I don't think you need to be really taught and lectured by your team that, hey, Macron is a good guy. Repeat after me, mon ami Macron. No, it's not going to be like this, So they have to say, she needs to know, for God's sake. You need to know who's who, what. How about Olaf Scholz? Is he a good guy or a bad guy? Truss. So that's how she is. Unbelievable. So, speaking at the news conference in Moscow, Lavrov said Truss's approach would not help Britain on the international stage. Lavrov said Truss tried to defend Britain's interest without taking into account the positions of others in any way and without any attempt to compromise. Well, you can't negotiate like that, and it's called diplomacy. He added, I do not think that this will help Britain to maintain or strengthen its position in the international arena, which has clearly been shaken after it left the European Union, end quote. Lavrov also taunted the incoming British leader, she's a leader, your leader, over recent tension with French President Emmanuel Macron, a key NATO ally for Britain. During a campaign event last month, Truss said, and I'm quoting, the jury is out on whether Macron was a friend or foe. And I'm quoting, for Liz Truss, it should be more of a priority to deal with her closest neighbors, including finally deciding whether President Macron is her friend or enemy. This question is still hanging in the air, Lavrov said. Well, what can you do? This is these are the people that are over there and supposed to be the people with quality, and believe me, they are not. When I was younger, I don't know, about 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, until about 24, let's say, I thought that those guys are good guys. And like, my God, why? Because I don't know, I didn't get in touch with certain elements. I didn't read much about that. But when you gather information and knowledge, and you start meeting people, and you can compare and contrast, you realize by listening to that guy and listening to another guy, the difference. You have to, just by how that person processes the information at hand and the conclusions that person draws. And then you realize those are not even, first, they're not geniuses, they're not fantastic, not even, they're mediocre. They are mediocre. That's what they are at best. And what kind of qualities I know, but I can't say them here. You need to get there. I've been here in the United States a little bit, in touch with some political elements, mainstream elements, Democratic Party, Republican Party. I went and I rubbed shoulders and elbows with these guys to see what's going on. Believe me, I cannot tell you now. I will tell you in a different video what I found. And that's impossible. There must be alternatives to this. This can't go. And then you think, oh no, this is just at local level or the state level. No. Listen to Kamala Harris. Listen to Biden. Listen to other ones if you want. Listen and see what they say. To what's his name? That weasel. I can't stand. Oh my God, he's a spokesman. Kirby. Again, another weasel. Listen to Blinken. These guys are mediocre. mediocre at best. And they make policies for 340 millions that have impact on the rest of the planet. It's outrageous. Outrageous. So Liz Truss, let me break the news to you. Macron is your friend. All right? Please let her know when you meet her. Macron is her friend. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, and look for the truth and be just.